Welcome back to Exotic Car Play Place, everybody. If you find yourself with a burnt out angel eye driving light like I have here, this is a E92 Coupe, a 2007 3 Series car. Very easy. Let's check it out now. So this is really a simple job, and all you need are two things. A simple little screwdriver like this with a flat blade on the end, and you'll need a package like this. Well, what's inside? I have this bulb right here, which essentially is a part number 0711990653. So let's check out where you access this. I'm going to show you right down in here. This is actually a plate that you have to remove. Now, if you look over behind here, this looks very convoluted. You've got the wiring harness right there. This wiring harness is actually the back of the light fixture, and you see the case and all of that. But move forward, we have to remove this. So just like this. Okay, so the first thing is you take your flat blade screwdriver, and now you've got little tabs. There's a little tab on the front here, and another little tab over here that you have to press in. And then that thing pops up. You see how it let go. Now you simply lift this up, wiggle it out, and there you go. So when you put it back later, it actually hooks. You can see the little hooks. It hooks in there, so it has to make sure you hook it underneath and then snap down. And again, these little tabs lock. So you have to push them in to release and snap them down, and you'll hear a distinctive snap. But we'll show you that in a second. So now looking down in this cluster of mess, there's a whole lot going on down there in this light fixture. Lots of wire. Don't let it intimidate you. Just don't get rammy with lots of tools and getting reefing on things. The light we're dealing with right here is this little guy right down in there. So we have to get in there. It's fairly tight space, but we're going to give him a twist. He's a 90-degree turn and pull outwards towards the back. So let's try that. So the easiest way to unloosen this is actually grab your screwdriver and give it a little turn. There. Turn it that way, about 90 degrees. Now it's loose, you see. Now we have to get in there. And there we go. So we pull this back. So you got to do a little jiggling in here. So what we'll do is we turned it 90, we kind of pushed it backwards. And now it's kind of out of the housing. The trick is pulling it far back enough ways so you can clear the base of the bulb from the actual fixture. So let's get that out of there. Okay, so now we just wiggle it out and we pull it clear. Interesting enough how this one looks blue. I hope that's not going to have an impact because my new one is clear. So let's take a look. Let's get this pulled out. We just have to separate these tabs from the actual bulb assembly. Clear that one, clear that one. Now we're good. There's the old one, throw that out. Okay, so we've got the new one here. Because this is an H8 bulb, it's a halogen. Halogen bulbs, you never want to touch that with your bare fingers. If you do, you leave oils on there, and this bulb will either short out right away, or it might only last half as long as you hope it would. So you never want to touch that. That's why they put it in these bags, so you can handle it like that, and then you pull it away later. Connect it up, do not touch that glass. The two bulbs. The new one on the right, you can actually see in the filament there, it's actually all connected up. You see the one on the left? There's a segment right there at the top where it looks to be coming apart. It's separated, so it definitely looks burnt out. Didn't look like it had a catastrophic failure, but it is burnt out. So let's throw that out. So now we take the wiring harness, pretty straightforward. Snap, snap. You want to make sure that snaps together. Again, do not touch that bulb if you can at least avoid it. So we're going to turn this in and we're going to try to walk it in because it's a little bit of a tight space. Slide it into the hole. Now it's at least it's in there. Now what we have to do is we have to do the reverse of what we did to take it out. We which is start it from this far position, which is a tricky little animal. So we want to turn it all the way down, turn it that way until you hear it sort of find its hole. Turn it. We want to pull it now this way as we got it in the hole. And what I like to do, without getting too aggressive, just pry a little bit to kind of just help you. Turn it that way until it snaps in. And now it feels like it's snug. You can see there's no slop in there anymore. It's tight, snug as a bug. Now before we put the cover on, let's start the car and make sure everything works first. You start it? All right, let's start it now and see if the headlights are working. Definitely more yellow.